Begging your pardon, miss.
How can I help you, sir?
I spoke with your friend Ruby. She told me something quite disturbing.
What was that?
She said that Ennis had fits of violence, and that the reason you ended your relationship was because he hit you.
Why would she tell you that? That was my secret to tell, not hers. I thought we were friends.
It's obvious she cares about you and was worried about your well-being.
Well, it hardly matters now Ennis is dead, does it?
But is it true? Did he raise his hand to you?
Yes. It is true. As I said before, something changed in him. I have no idea what, but I had to get away.
I see. Thank you for your honesty. I'm sorry you had to experience what you did. I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you, sir.
Hello again, Mr. Fordham.
Probably best to leave. The former... No time to waste.
Chief Snelling?
Yes, Fordham?
Do you recall a murder involving a woman named Lily Peterson about a year ago?
Lily Peterson? Yes, that name does sound familiar. Of course, the prostitute murder. That wasn't one of yours, was it?
No, it wasn't. Do you remember any other details?
As I recall, the woman was beaten severely by one of her clients, who escaped and was never found. She died a few days later in the hospital. How is this of any relevance, exactly?
That's what I'm trying to piece together. Did you know that Lily Peterson had a sister who was killed some 16 years ago?
I didn't. Are you suggesting that's related somehow?
I think it is. Would you be able to get me the case file?
What was the victim's name?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
That might be a bit more difficult, unless you can give me more details.
I'll try my best.
Very well. What year did you say the case was from?
It was 16 years ago, so 1828.
Right. And who was the detective assigned to the case?
I don't know.
You realize that will make it significantly more difficult to find the file.
Perhaps we'll get lucky.
And what was the victim's official cause of death?
I don't know.
That's really not going to be much help. All right, I'll have a look and see if I find anything. There's nothing I can see that matches the information you gave me. I suggest you get your details in order before you attempt to waste my time again.
May I ask you a few questions?
Of course! What would you like to know?
With all these promises of technological advancement, have the Redites given you any trouble?
Oh, those tech-fearing dolts. Yes, I'm sorry to say that we've gotten threats from them. They have yet to carry any out, which is unsurprising.
How so?
Groups like that are all bluster and no backbone.
I've seen some evidence to the contrary.
Is that right? Well, we've seen little beyond threatening letters, and I intend to make sure it stays that way.
Do you have any of these letters I might have a look at?
Yes, I have one. I'll give it to you before you leave.
Thank you. Your cooperation is much appreciated.
Happy to help. Here's that letter you were asking about.
Now that's interesting. Whoever wrote this letter signed it with initials. They can't have been so stupid as to make themselves so easily identifiable, can they? Perhaps it would be a good idea to take another look at that list you got from Snelling.
Keep up the good work, Mr. Hastings.
No use bothering him again if you've got nothing to ask about.
Excuse me, Gerard?
Yeah?
Would you happen to know anything about the Redites?
I heard some of the other men talking about them, but I don't ask too many questions. Seems to me they just a bunch of angry and confused people with no other way to express themselves than lashing out. I admit I feel sorry for them.
You're not worried about Steam Tech putting you out of a job?
Nah. Machines can only do so much. You still need a man to make them work or to fix them when they're broke. I think them Redites are just making a big fuss over nothing.
Thank you, Gerard. I appreciate the information.
Not a problem, boss.
He seems rather upset over the current circumstances. Probably best not to talk to him unless it's absolutely necessary. We've exhausted her knowledge for now, I think. Looks nervous.
So, Ruby.
Yes?
Serafina told me that Lily's possessions are still here. Do you know where they're kept?
Yeah, in that cabinet over there. Lily had a special place in Serafina's heart. I don't think she has the nerve to get rid of this stuff yet.
Do you think I could take a look through it?
Oh, I don't know.
Serafina never has to know. I promise I'll only look, not touch.
If I had a crown for every time I'd heard that. But, alright. As long as you keep your word and don't take anything from the box, I'll let you have a look. I'll get it for you after.
I'll just leave you to it then.
Thanks, love. There you go. All yours for the browsing.
These don't look too valuable. A cheap ring. Must have had sentimental value because otherwise there'd be no point in keeping it. Nice scarf, impressively clean too. Lily clearly took care of her things. Let's see what we have in here. One of 3 buttons with an engraved lily on it. I wonder if they're just decorative or if they have some other purpose. Well now, I think we just found ourselves a bonanza.
So, Ruby.
Yes?
I found this letter inside a secret compartment in the box belonging to Lily. Do you know anything about it?
I thought we agreed you wouldn't take anything from there.
This is a special case. This letter's from Lily's nephew, the Justice Killer.
Oh, I see. Look, I've only been here a short time. I don't know anything about Lily or any killers or anything, I swear.
You know, I think she's telling the truth.
I'll just leave you to it then.
Thanks, love.
May I ask you a few questions, Serafina?
Of course you may, but I can't guarantee the answers will be free.
Serafina, what can you tell me about Lily's nephew?
Her nephew? I didn't know she had a nephew. Lily didn't talk much about her family, as you can probably imagine.
You're not lying to me, are you?
I have nothing to hide from you.
Except maybe the truth. But I don't think we have what we need to make her talk. If there even is anything that would make her talk.
Thank you for your time.
Of course, my dear.
Chief Snelling?
Yes, Fordham?
I really need to take a look at that case file for Lily Peterson's sister.
I can find it for you, provided you give me enough details. What year did you say the case was from?
It was 16 years ago, so 1828.
Right. And who was the detective assigned to the case?
It was Lester Barnett.
Right. He was quite active in those days. And what was the victim's official cause of death?
It was strangulation.
All right. I'll have a look and see if I find anything. Ah, yes. Here we are. This should be a match. Have a look.
So we have our killer's last name and possible first name, assuming he's the same man Linda Walker talked about. Perhaps it's time to ask about him at the docks.
You again? What do you need?
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Do you know a man named Samuel Collins?
Yes, I do. He's one of my workers.
Is he working today?
No, it's his day off. Why do you ask?
I'm very interested in speaking with him. Could you tell me where I can find him?
I don't just give out information on my men to strangers. What reason do you have for wanting to speak with him?
I believe he may be involved in some serious crimes.
Is that right? And what are these serious crimes, exactly?
I believe Samuel's the Justice Killer.
What? That's absolutely preposterous. You've got quite some imagination, sir. And here I thought you were serious.
About Samuel Collins?
Yes? What about him? You've made a rather lofty accusation. What exactly is it he's done?
I believe he's stealing money from you and your business.
What? Do you have proof of this?
No, I guess I don't.
Stop wasting my time, then!
About Samuel Collins?
Yes? What about him? You've made a rather lofty accusation. What exactly is it he's done?
I believe he stole from one of your customers.
What? From who?
The Hanbrook Flower Shop. He stole several orders of Easter lilies.
The Hanbrook Flower Shop? They're not one of my customers. I only sell to wholesalers.
A minor detail. The point remains that your man's a burglar.
That's quite a serious claim. What proof do you have?
You can hear it straight from the man who works at the shop that was burgled.
Well, where is he then?
Wait here just a moment. Excuse me, Mr. Hastings?
What is it, Detective? As I said, I'm rather busy.
I was wondering if you might help me with something. Could you please tell the shipping manager over there about the burglaries at your flower shop?
Certainly.
Go ahead, Mr. Hastings.
Right. It all started around 5 months ago. And he didn't come around again after that night.
Thank you, Mr. Hastings. That'll do. Now are you convinced?
Fine. I hate to lose 2 of my men in such a short amount of time, but if he's done wrong, I can't just stand by. Samuel lives in Chumley, at 210 Abattoir Row.
Thank you, sir. You may have just saved several lives.
But I'm going to have to spend several crowns in order to get things back to normal. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Samuel Collins?
Yes?
I'm Terrence Shackley from the Labor Department. I wanted to ask you some questions about your employer at the docks.
Oh, of course. Please come in.
I'm sorry, what did you say your name was?
Terrence Shackley? But it's not my real name. I just used it to get into your apartment. I believe you did something similar at the Houses of Parliament with Mr. McDonough.
So, you're Fordham. The one who was snooping around at the Gilded Lily.
Indeed. We meet again, Mr. Collins.
Of course. The rooftop. I'm sorry about what happened to your partner. It wasn't my intent for him to die.
Oh, he's sorry, is he? Is that supposed to make things better?
I suppose this encounter was inevitable. But I admit I didn't think it would be this soon. So, you're here to arrest me.
Assumptions are like soufflés. Making them seems like a good idea, but they soon prove to be more trouble than they're worth.
Not to mention they're puffed up with air and deflate when you poke them.
So you're not planning to arrest me? That makes sense.
Arresting you wouldn't be proper justice. You've taken so many lives.
Oh, please. Every one of those men deserved what they got.
Nobody deserves to be shot in the head.
I'm sure your feeling would change if your wife was violated. Surprised I know about her? After our first encounter, I did my own investigation. I had to know what kind of man you were. You were innocent of any wrongdoing. Otherwise, we would have met much sooner.
I understand your reasons, but that doesn't mean your actions were justified. You need to pay for your crimes, one way or another.
My crimes? What about theirs? If not for me, they would have gotten away with them.
There are other ways of upholding justice, Collins. Ways that don't involve mass murder.
The system is broken. Criminals get away all the time. You know that.
Only too well.
But you comprehend my situation. You understand my reasons for doing what I do.
Understanding is not the same as approval.
But it is the first step.
Is this bastard really suggesting what I think he is?
All I ask is that you allow me to continue my work in peace. You looked the other way once before. You can do it again.
You're right. I did look the other way, and it wound up costing my partner his life. You're out of your mind if you think I'm going to just let you keep killing.
Damn right, Miles. This has to end.
Then you leave me no choice.
Fordham, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
So, this is our justice killer?
That's right.
I suppose congratulations are in order. You did well in finding him.
Thank you, Chief Snelling. I'm glad we were finally able to work together.
Yes. Well, I'm glad you weren't so brash as to confront him without notifying me first. Perhaps there is hope for you yet. Now then, I'll go get the other officers so we can lock down the scene and remove the body. Wait here.
Quite a night, eh, Bill? Bill? Are you there? Bill?
It's good of you to do this, Miles. Do you need some time alone?
If you wouldn't mind.
All right. I'll wait for you over by the sycamores.
So, it's finally over. I have to admit, it's been strange not hearing you all the time anymore. Never in a million years did I think I would actually miss it. But the important thing is you've moved on, and I got what I was looking for. I'm starting up my own private detective agency, you know. Addie and Upton are going to be my partners. It should be interesting, to say the least. Oh, that reminds me. I brought you a little something. It's not much, but I thought you might appreciate it. Thank you for all your help, Bill. I truly would have been lost without it. Goodbye, old friend. I love you.
and it says here they still don't know what caused that brewery. This word.
Dearest?
Hold on, sorry.
In the middle, see?
God, this bird's annoying.
Cormac's just going to pop inside for a quick putt. God damn it, Barbosa! Get out of me!
The only hotel that comes to mind is the Boston Arms, and Jesus Christ. But all the victims have been men in Chomsky. Chumley! Shut up! Chumley. That is my new least favorite word. But all the victims have been men in damn it, Chumley. A woman in the Chumley. I hate Chumley so much.
Come on, there's not a moment to lose. Sorry, I just wanted to make him feel like I'm excited.
That's fine. He is excited.
How can you tell the difference between an alligator and a crocodile?
How?
One will see you later, and the other will see you in a while.
You're fired.
You're going to retell that joke, though.
I am.
You know you are.
Mr. Fordham, you mentioned you valued discretion. I ask you to please exercise some now. But clearly the drummer next door doesn't value discretion.
Speaking of discretion, a drum set. That's awesome. Hello, madam. My name's File... Wow, man. Files Mortem. And I'm a Ivat Investigator. Sorry, hold on 2 seconds here.
Pretty soon it'll be debutante. I hate Gascon Grand Dames. It's okay. It's all in my brain. Okay.
Can we do that whole thing again?
Sure.
Is that right, the way you want it, or is it stupid? That's the way I do it.
It's fantastic.
Okay.
It's nowhere near stupid.
Okay.
All right.
Uh-huh.
She's the LeBron James of the prostitutes. Got it. Cool.
Who knows? Maybe someday I'll have me hand back. It's like a pirate. Have me hand back. Arr. Hi, matey. No more.
Hello. I am Guy Dumas, a female servant at the Dupré Manor.
let's go with that.
So this is the case for Monsieur Pig. It was you, Guy Dumas.
No, it didn't occur to me that the cake and that had to be the most difficult thing I've ever done. like I just don't even know what happened.
I know. I thought it was funny. I don't care, you two pixies, out the door, through the window. Oh, it's been so long. I remember a hot rum punch. No, not nearly cold enough for that. Nearly cold enough. Mulled wine, easy on the cinnamon. Off with you, my good man.
Burly Cause. Burly Cause.
All these names were generated with the internet Victorian name.
Oh, really? That's awesome. Okay.
It's already had a negative effect on your performance.
I thought we was friends. Oh, that was my secret to tell, not hers. I thought we were friends.
See, this is why you can never go to the UK.
I know. Oh, forget it. On duty? On duty. On duty.
On duty. That's the line.
On duty? What are you, a cop? On duty. Look who's on duty. You a police officer on duty? Somebody's on duty. On duty? What are you, a cop?
I see Chumley coming, and it's like, wow, that can't be how that. Yeah. Okay. The pronunciation, I love the fact that it's pronounced that way. I can't wait to see people try and like read that and freak out when they see it. All right.
Everyone has so far.
Yeah, because my God, look at it.
It's just you're the lucky one that gets to say it the most.
Right, yeah.
Oh, get away from me, you horrid man. You smell like rotten cheese.
Are those the lines?
No.
Almost.
I've got some nuts for you. Oh, how do you like this little acorn? Is this? Oh, this one has your name on it. Oh, and this one has your name on it. Oh, you little darlings. Oh, yes. Give me your little squirrely hugs. Oh, you little sweetie pies. Oh, 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 I love you so.
Excuse me. Had a bit too much chili for lunch.
Yeah, brother. Well, it hasn't been easy, my brother, you know, and, no. Hey, brother, where the bitches at, brother? Yeah. Come on now, we at the Ruined Coffee House, man.
It's nice to know someone like you can appreciate some of the finer points of culture. Oh, God, she's a horrible person. For God's sakes.
Well, she gets schooled in this.
Good.
Opium is one hell of a drug. Cocaine is one hell of a drug. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Smack! I'm Rick James, bitch!
You've run out of dialogue options. Moving along. This ain't my first rodeo.
And it says here they still don't know what caused that brewery. This word. Oh, no. Okay. And it says here they still don't know what caused that brewery explosion. Oh, no. Can I punch brewery? Oh, no. It's literally...
We can get rid of brewery.
It's literally my whole life. That word. I love Heartland Brewery, but...
If it makes you feel better, I can't say auxiliary.
Yay! Okay, it does. It does. It makes me feel like I'm not such a... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Actually, I think someone's knocking at the door. Who can it be knocking at my door? Go away. Don't come around here no more. Aha! 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 Saying aha is so weird.